Hey guys, so it's been like a couple of days in YouTube land, but it's actually been like a whole week since I got the Douce palette, and I've been messing around with it this past week, and I wanted to do a look for you guys, and I wanted to show, well, I wanted to give like a review now that I've had a chance to test it out, try it out, see what it's actually saying. So this is the palette in question. I absolutely love this packaging. Look at that holographic reflection on the front. I think, as I said before, I think that this is their best artwork that they've done on any of their palettes. Like, this is the most beautiful, just in my opinion. It's just gorgeous. I love it, and I can't wait to see what they do next. And these are the colors. As you can see, I've really been like using it. You can see, especially on the shimmer shades, you can see I've definitely been using it and giving it a real go. I have managed to try every single shade in the palette this week, so I am able to give like a thorough review because I know how each shade acts, reacts, whatever, how it goes. So let's go straight on to the look. So I'm going to use this crease brush, and I'm going to pick up Berry Mousse, and I'm going to use that to set the lid. I'm literally just going to pat that on. And the good thing about this color is that it's so close to my own skin tone. Like, really, I think it's like one shade down on my own skin tone. Okay, so the lid is set, and now what am I going to go in and use? So I'm going to use Creme here, this lovely baby pink, and I'm going to put it just above the crease. And this, I'm finding I have to build this one up in order for it to show the way I want it to show. And then in the actual crease, I'm going to be using Crepe. It's like this brick kind of brownie kind of color. And I just find that this one blends so well with that pink shade. And again, it does take a little bit of building up depending on how pigmented and how loud you want your eyeshadow to be. But I just love the way that those two shades just complement one another. Then using my flat brush and my fixing spray. This is the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. I got this recently. I do quite like it. And then we're going to go into Macaron, and we're going to go on the inner corner. And we're just going to go into the first half of the eyelid. I definitely would advise using some kind of fixing spray with any Juvias Place shimmer. They do so much better when you use a fixing spray to pick it up. And that's what we got so far. And then we're going to go back to this crease brush, and we're going to pick up Custard. Now this look I did see somebody else create, and if I can find their video I will link it down below, because this look is inspired by them. And we're just going to put it on the outer corner. I would definitely advise that you kind of like pack it on, dab it on, if you really want it to show up. Pack that pigment on. And then I'm going to kind of just feather it out a little bit. And then using my fluffy brush, I'm not going to go in harsh with it. I'm just going to lightly tap the line where the green and the pink meet, so that it's not a harsh line, just so it's a little bit more blended out. I think I'm going to use a little bit more green on this eye. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, that is like 1,000 times better. Then I'm gonna go in to Chocolat, this lovely dark brown colour, and I'm just gonna go on the outer corner, like the very outer corner, and raise it up a little bit like that, and then we're gonna blend it out. This is just to deepen the edge, and of course if you lose any of that pink, you can just go back and put a little bit more pink on, like what I'm about to do right now. I've just put a tiny bit of pink on this fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna dab it on to where I want it to sit. Yeah, that's so much better. Yes. Now I am going to clean up the outer corner, and there you go. So now what I'm gonna do is go put my eyeliner, my lashes on, finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've put on some false lashes, I've done my eyeliner, I've done my lower lash line too, I've done my lips, and I've like put on some blush and blah 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 blah. So this is the overall look. I absolutely love the way that this looks, especially with the lashes. I think it just complements it so well. Yes. Anyway, so back to the Douce palette. Oh my gosh, I absolutely adore this palette. Now let me give you my overall thoughts. Okay, so I'm finding that this shade here and this shade here, these two, their names are mixed up. This one's called Custard and that one's called Berry Mousse. But as I said in my last video, their original arrangement, this one was here and this one was here, and this one was named Custard and this one was named Berry Mousse. And it looks like they forgot to like switch the names, but who really cares about that? This shade here is just amazing for setting the lid, especially for my kind of skin tone. It definitely does, you know, do the job that it's supposed to. I wouldn't be able to use this for anything else aside from setting the lid. It's not going to show up otherwise, let's just be 100% honest. I'm loving this row of shades. Like these three are my favorite shades, but when I have tried to put these three together, this middle shade here, it doesn't show up enough pink. Like just looking at them together, it's just gorgeous, it's just beautiful, it's just amazing, it's just right. But this middle shade here, it's not pink enough, it's reflecting too much silver, so it just looks like two pink shades and a silver. It's just, I can't achieve the look that I really want to achieve with just these three here. But saying that, I find that this shade here and this shade here are my go-to for creating that perfect transition crease for any look while I'm using this palette. I mean, you can complete so many different types of looks using this one palette. I haven't had to draw for another palette whilst I've been using this one, so that's something that I really do like and enjoy. This shade here is called Tart. It looks white in the pan, but it reflects like lilac, and I do have a shade, like a single eyeshadow from NARS, which is just like this, but this one is a hell of a lot better. I have used this one just by itself all over my lid, and oh my god, it was spectacular. You didn't see any white, there was no white. Like this is a true duochrome shade if I have ever seen one. This is like a true duochrome shade. It just reflected that lilac so beautifully. It was amazing, and I would definitely say that this shade, if you're not using it all over the lid, would look amazing if you were doing like a purple or pink kind of look and you use it on the inner corner. It will be like so flattering, so beautiful. I do also find that this shade here, if you want it to be really dark, you've got to build it up, but that's kind of the same with any of these mattes. You've got to build them up in order for that pigment to really shine through. Or I would definitely advise just packing on the shade with like a flat brush. That should really help. But I just find that putting it on with a fluffy brush, like initially, you're gonna find that it's going to blend out very sheer. So if you do want that pigment payoff, you're gonna have to like pack it on and dab it on, rather than, you know, windscreen wiper motions that we normally do. Also with these shades, I do find that the shimmery ones, they tend to transfer onto the upper lid, so it's probably worth using some kind of glitter glue, or, you know, going a little bit higher initially in the look that you're creating so that you don't get that unwanted transfer because it's high up already and that's how it's supposed to be. And I find that a lot tends to transfer. So later on, while I'm wearing this, I'm going to find when I get back from wherever I'm going, I'm going to find that there's going to be a lot of green on the top of my lid, which isn't really part of the look that I desire. But aside from that, I find that these are very, very pigmented. Again, with the matte shades, you're gonna have to build up that pigment to the level of intensity that you want. With the shimmers, they're like bang on the point straight away, literally. I'm gonna keep on using this, but I do still find that the Saharan 2 is my bae. I like this, I really wanted this, I'm happy with it, but the Saharan 2, man, like that one is just, that's the bae out of all of the Juvias that I've got. Like, this is the third genuine Juvias that I've got that I've reviewed so far. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I haven't swatched. I've unboxed them and I've shown them on my haul, but aside from that, I haven't done anything with them as yet. So do watch this space because I'm going to do like real versus fakes with those. There's no fake for this as yet that I've seen anyway, so I can't really do a real versus fake with this palette. I'm just giving you a review on the palette itself. I love this palette, absolutely do, but again, the Saharan 2 is I can't get over it. I can't help myself. Anyway, so do I think that it's worth the £25? I managed to get this for a little under £20 because my brother got me like a gift voucher for Christmas. So do I think that it's worth the just under £20 that I paid for it? Yes, I do. I feel like the shades that they put in here are not the kind of shades that I thought I would have ever thought to have put in a palette, but it just goes to show thinking outside the box really does pay off. Anyway, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I do have a giveaway coming up for my 1,000 subscribers, like when I get my 1,000th subscriber, and that looks like it's going to happen quite soon. We're on 820 something at the moment, so don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to put me on notification because that looks like it's coming up soon, and I've got a bunch of things that I would like to give away to somebody on my channel to say thank you and to celebrate. So do keep watching this space, share this video, don't forget to put me on notification, and I'll see you in the next one.